Welcome back to MadMods PC Modding. Today, we're building with NZXT, Gigabyte, Intel, and T-Force. Also, let's talk about how I approach a themed build. This is not some pro tip or whatever, I'm just sharing a workflow that works best for me. Now, you might be able to pick up a few good points that may also work for you. We're using the NZXT H1. This already comes with the liquid all-in-one cooler for the CPU, a power supply, and the PCIe riser for your graphics card. In case you're wondering, the screws for the PCIe riser is made out of nylon out of the box, meaning I didn't have to tinker with that. There are tons of reviews about this case already, so I'm not gonna do that for this video. Next, let's start with building the PC, then talk about the theme that we're going to use afterwards. This is what I refer to as a straight build, because there are no modifications required to complete the actual PC build. With all that talk, I think we need to mix this up a little with a quick time-lapse build.
And they never made it to market. They never.
Okay, that's it for the quick build. That Aorus RTX 3060 almost didn't make it in there. Also, we used an i9 only because this is a demo build. I personally wouldn't stick an i9 11900K in such a tiny case. But hey, let's go back to what this video is about, which is working around the theme. For this case, we decided to go with a character from the game Valorant, and her name is Killjoy. Disclaimer, I do not play this game. Question is, does that disqualify me to go for this team? No and no. Any case modder out there has had the challenge of building around a theme that they're not familiar with. And this is part of the fun. If you're a beginner at this hobby, you will encounter this a lot of times. And here are some ways for you to overcome this challenge. Number 1. Let me state the obvious. Familiarize yourself. You have the internet to search for images or videos. This also applies to a movie or comic book based theme or whatever it may be. You can also ask a friend, even a whole community who is into it, so you have an idea of what they can picture as an awesome case mod for the subject matter. And that's it. For this, I asked Google for some images that caught my interest. We can go with her face and slap it on the case, but that's a dead giveaway. I'm not saying that it's bad, I'm just not excited with doing that all the time. I lean towards the design going around a certain character. Clothing is one, or the patterns around an armor that I can apply on the case. And the most important of them is the color combination that defines the character. With all that figured out, I work on them in CorelDRAW, then work on cutting sheets of acrylic using a CO2 laser cutter. Then paint the individual pieces before putting them all together to come up with this. I hope you guys find this helpful, and if you like this kind of content, please tell me in the comment section. Please subscribe, and thanks for building and modding a computer with me today.
You're good at that. Viper, I'm speechless. And I always have something to say.